You know, it's been a hot minute since I've done a traditional countdown. Let's change that. I'm sure most of you know what Friday Night Funkin' is, but for those of you who don't, I'll give a brief summary. It's a rhythm game released in 2020 that unexpectedly blew up in popularity, like so many other indie games, and that was in large part due to how easy it is to make mods for the game. What started as simple sprite edits and remixes grew into all sorts of mods with original songs, mechanics, and stories. Good thing too, because the devs who originally made the game are taking their sweet time making the full game, so we may as well indulge in the myriad of mods made for the game. As you've likely inferred from the title, I'm going to be going over my 10 favorite songs from the various mods. But before I do, let's establish some ground rules. 1. I'm not allowed to pick any songs from the original game. Even if they're technically part of mods like the HD project, they belong to the original game first and foremost. 2. I can only pick one song per mod. Many mods have several bangers in them, so I had to restrain myself and only pick one from each mod. Otherwise, this list would probably be the entire Indie Crossed OST. 3. The songs in question have to be part of a mod. Whether the mod is just one song, 10 songs, or 50 songs, they have to be made for a mod. This does include remixes and covers of other mod songs, but only if they're part of a mod. I can't count them if they're just something someone whipped up one day. That's all the rules, so let's begin. So do you guys remember Bendy and the Ink Machine? Well, did you know that the game has Fnaf mods? Quite a few, actually. None of them are really story-based as far as I can tell, so I'm just gonna get right into the one that I like the most.
3, 2, 1, go!
If this song sounds familiar, it should, because it's a remix mashup of two different songs, Last Reel from Indie Cross and Triple Trouble from Versus Sonic.exe. I know it may sound crazy to put a remix of two amazing songs on here, but spoiler alert, not either one of those two songs. But to be honest, I just find other songs better, which is the same reason it's this low. It's a catchy song, but it does go on a bit too long for my liking, even though Bendy speaking is pretty creepy if a bit unintelligible. If I were to tell you 3 years ago that one of the largest and best Fnaf mods would be based on Among Us, you'd probably call me crazy. And yet that's exactly what we got. Versus Imposter v4 is legit one of the most impressive mods ever made. Like, this isn't even a mod, it's a whole game on its own. And with its staggering lineup of songs, you'd probably think it'd be hard to pick a favorite. Well, you'd be wrong, because after listening to a bunch of them, I found my favorite right away. And let's just say, during a game of Among Us, one of the imposters had enough of BF shenanigans.
3, 2, 1, go!
When it comes to general discourse on which song in Versus Imposter is their favorite, Danger isn't one that comes to most people's minds. They'd sooner pick Defeat or Finale. But not me. Those songs are great, don't get me wrong. Danger just has a bit more intensity to it, fitting for the chase currently happening. Plus the visuals of Black Imposter chasing BF on the outside of the airship make it even better. Defeat and Finale are amazing, but I like Danger. Okay, fair warning to any younger viewers watching this, these next two entries are a little creepy, so you might want to skip or click off for a bit. With that said, Slenderman! Spooky forest dweller, powerful deity, and apparently a great singer. Don't believe me? See for yourself.
3, 2, 1, go!
I mean, what do I need to say? Slenderman can spit funky bars, apparently. The song starts off eerie as you'd expect from Slender, but then it just turns into a full-on nightclub. Is this what Slender and his proxies do when they aren't trying to kidnap people? If it is, good on them. That's all I can really say. Alright, maybe that one wasn't so creepy aside from Slendy himself, but this next one most definitely is. Because instead of Slender hosting a rave, Jeffrey's gonna sing you a lullaby.
3, 2, 1, go!
Maybe lullaby isn't the right term since it only starts out that way. For those who don't know, this song is a remix of Jeff the Killer's theme, Sweet Dreams Are Made of Screams. And similarly to Static, it starts off creepy, but then becomes much more intense to the point where it becomes an actual fight against him. Aside from that, I love the art style of this mod. It's weirdly fitting for a Jet the Killer mod and just looks pleasant. Honestly, this is a better mod than the Trepidation mod since they didn't bastardize his character for a cheap joke. But that's a different discussion. More of this in the future, please. Sorry if that last one creeped anyone out. So how about we do a palate cleanser? And who better to seek out than the world's greatest hedgehog? Yep, you guessed it, this song is a cover of Supersonic Racing from Sonic R. And just like the normal version, it absolutely slaps. It's simple and to the point, and that's all it needs. If you think I'm biased towards Sonic, hi, you must be new to the channel. Welcome. Quick question, are there any Mega Man fans in my audience? If so, I got a treat for you. And no, it's not a Mega Man mod. The Blue Bomber has strangely yet to receive his own mod. However, one of the Robot Masters he's faced did get a song of his own in a mod focused on old games like Metal Slug and Castlevania. Which one? The one you just can't beat.
Three, two, one, go!
Mega Man fans probably recognize the song, but for those who don't, this song is a cover/remix of Quick Man's stage theme from Mega Man 2. Typically, I don't remember Mega Man music all that often, but this song just ignited something in me when I heard it. This is the kind of song that should have played when we fought Crickman in Mega Man 2. Obviously the NES wasn't capable of this kind of music, but still. If you were to ask someone what their favorite FNF mod is, one of the most likely answers would be Indie Cross. As the name suggests, it's a mod that focuses on the biggest indie games, and while right now it's only focused on Cuphead, Undertale, and Bendy, with Untitled Goose Game being thrown in as a joke, it's still one of the best mods ever made with fantastic songs and clear love for each indie game. Obviously I had to pick one of these songs for this list, and given that I've stated in the past that Undertale is my favorite game of all time, you can already see where this is going. Where do I even start with this song? It's Sans and Papyrus, the objectively greatest duo in the history of ever, being their lovable, quirky selves. Papyrus is obviously trying to be serious, but failing due to his goofiness, and Sans is being lazy and funny as usual, but still supporting his brother. Say nothing of the motifs of bone trousel throughout. This is what I meant when I said there was clear love for the games put into this mod, and as an Undertale fan, I can't help but smile at every turn. Even though Five Nights at Freddy's has yet to join Indie Cross, it's doing very well in its own right with many of its own mods. The best ones being made not with traditional sprites, but with the same 3D models as the games. Gives them a unique feel along with some banger songs. And while they all had their hits, my third favorite doesn't come from any of the main weeks. Rather, it comes from the free play in the form of Fnaf's Megalovania.
3, 2, 1, go!
Did you catch it yet? This song is structured the exact same way as Megalovania, and dare I say, it's as intense as Megalovania. Honestly, this could and probably should play for the finale of the Fnaf series. If it had one! It fits that well. And this is a song in the free play. Normally the main week songs go unnecessarily hard, not the other way around. And again, I'm not complaining. So 2 entries ago, we had an Undertale song from a crossover mod. But what about Undertale mods? Well, there's a substantial amount of those too. Some are original songs, others are just covers, but from what I've seen, they're all at the very least good. Number 4 showcased Sans and Papyrus as they usually are. A bit silly, but good-natured brothers. Number 2, however, showcases the other side of Sans. The side that we meet in the infamous genocide route. The side that intervenes when killing all monsters is not enough.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yes sir, another Megalovania remix, and it's the best one I've heard. It's so similar, yet just different enough to be unique, and that sudden darkness that drops halfway through is chilling. This shows just how scary Sans can be. Ironic how the brother who's lazy is scarier than the one who actually tries. And yet, there's still one more mod song that I find better. So let's see what it is. To be entirely honest, my favorite FNF mod song is ever changing. The more mods come out, the more favorites I find. At first, it was Triple Trouble. Then it was Doomsday. Then it was Triple Trouble Encore. Then it was Golden Vengeance. I can never seem to truly settle on a favorite. But this time, I think I nailed it down. Back in October when I talked about Sonic.exe, there weren't that many mods on EXE. Since then, however, there has been a deluge of EXE mods, and nearly all of them have been really great, almost as if there's an unspoken rule that they have to be. Among them was a song titled Final Escape, which was meant to be a sort of final boss song for Versus Sonic.exe 3.0, but the song was never finished. It was basically up to the fans to recreate and remix the song. And recently, one such remix was turned into a playable mod, and it is glorious. how to even describe this song. This is basically that moment where EXE decides he's done playing around and decides to take you down himself. No souls to torture you, no more games, just him and his power. And it feels intense as all get out. There's even a section where he tries to throw you off as normal Sonic. Admittedly, it's the weakest section, but it's still cool. And after this, we get the goofiest transition ever to the most intense and epic final stretches ever. I can't even describe it. You have to hear it for yourself. I'm Tony Sonic, and let me know what your favorite FNF mod songs are in the comments down below. With so many mods out there, I'm sure there's going to be a wide variety of opinions. Next time is going to be the anniversary video, and to provide a small hint as to what it is, I'm going to be remaking one of my earliest countdowns. Make your guesses as to which one it is down below. See you next time, everybody.